It's just as Monsieur Edgeworth says. I disguised it literally as a service card. And I served tea as I made my way back and forth. That wasn't all. I also took the ice block with all the star clusters on it. An ice block with star clusters on it? It seems familiar. A giant block of ice is being displayed here. It appears to be quite heavy. The inside must be hollow. The Winter Palace is a reproduction of Mr. Dover's room from 18 years ago. Because they had melted. My father never got the chance to see them. But those blocks of ice were also originally from Dover's ship at Ceylon. The two sculptures and the two blocks of ice. I took everything I could. And then I placed empty cases in Monsieur Dover's room. The sculptures were all encased in glass to preserve their fine details. But the ice blocks are being displayed as they were. As per the rules, we prepared the glass cases for Mr. Dover. So it would have been easy for her to prepare the glass cases. In Monsieur Dover's room, there were some sculptures that were still unfinished. I thought if I melted them, it would look like the ones I still have melted too. So everything you see in the Winter Palace are all original works from 18 years ago. Miss Hall! Didn't take much to get her to confess. And she must know. She knows it isn't enough to try her in court. That is all I have to say. But even though I admit to stealing the sculptures, you can't arrest me for it. What? What do you mean by that? Heavens. You're assisting an investigation without knowing this much? Perhaps you should read this book concerning the Statute of Limitations. Statute of Limitations? Yeah, that's gonna come in handy later. To put it simply, it's the time frame in which a suspect can be taken to court. You can see it from this page. Murder 15 years, theft 7 years. Ooh. Statute of limitations for murder is 15 years? And for theft it's 7 years? Ah! That's right. And Miss Hall's death was 18 years ago. According to the statute, she cannot be She cannot be arrested for stealing the sculptures. So that's how it is. Stealing evidence from a crime scene is an unforgivable offense. However, for this crime at least, we have no right to pass judgment. It appears that Prosecutor Edgeworth's tepid reasoning has all been for naught. I wonder about that. I deduced Miss Hall's actions simply to expose a different crime. If she only took the sculptures, we wouldn't have found the body from 18 years ago. Are you saying that I hid Monsieur Dover's body? That's correct. But how could someone hide a body for 18 years? I would imagine it'd be very difficult, under normal circumstances. So are you saying the circumstances weren't normal? Are you claiming that you know where the body was hidden? When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something more than just Sherbet's sculptures. You're so confident, I'd like to hear your answer. Where did Miss Hall hide the body? Oh! Where did she hide the body? That I don't know. Oh, wouldn't be in here. I imagine it could be either the rec room or... There's something about the gardens, right? So, like, that's the thing that, like, gets me about that. Or it could be the fountain place. My main problem here is that it's just not showing particular, like, those little bit pieces of, things. The fountain? No, like, yeah, it's there, but it's not like there. Where did Miss Hall hide the body? Don't know. It wouldn't be the teapot. Could it be under there? That wouldn't make a lot of sense. TBH. Boning in the fountain. Oh, she hit it with this.
Take that.
Oh, but that's not enough. Oof. Oh, wait. Yeah, I get it, please. Where does she hide the body? You would have to, like, put it here. I guess the fountain patio would be enough, right? So let's present this. God. Cause, like, I don't know where to be like, it's here. God dang it. Where does she hide the body? Wouldn't be there. That's not a thing. Fuck. Frame fragments isn't really a thing. The Pisces sketch is kind of the only thing that I can really think about. First confession, you enter the contest, cake designer, but caused the blood of death. And then there's that. Maybe it's the Pisces sketch? I don't know why it be the Pisces sketch, though. Because, like... that just doesn't seem as feasible. The Winter Palace could, but it's just like, how did they not find it? If it was the Winter Palace. I understand the patio. The poison gas doesn't come into play. It's one of those two, I think. No, put a little... I don't think it's this. Because, like, even a frozen body, I imagine, would have odor to it. I just don't see how that's the case. Wait. No, red is vermilion and then all that such, so it wouldn't be quite that. Unless... No, of course it fucking wasn't. I don't know which one it is, and that just, like, that bothers me, because I didn't think about this part at all. They don't give me a map to be like, where is it? The Winter Palace? It is? This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures? Yes, and perhaps you've noticed that the victim's body can be seen in this picture. I do not see it. Please point it out clearly. Where in this picture can one see the body of the victim? It's time to expose the location of the body of this photograph. I don't know. There was a picture of a body in this photograph. I don't see it at all. Where? I don't know where I'm looking for. This is the only thing that I can think of is right here. I don't know where it is. Game. Because she's asking specifically where it was at, and I'm like... It could be under there. There is a cloth, but I think the cloth was still there for that case in point.
Take that!
Ah! No, it doesn't. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. It's very confusing that they're like, find the body here. Yeah, but I'm fucking dying! I'm dying! I'm dying, dude! Where is the body? Even looking at it, I can't really... Could it be in there? I can't see it anywhere. Like, if I'm pointing at it, I don't fucking know. You know? Because, like, the sculptures are supposed to be the literal same, right? And it's giving me the ability to do this. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. How is... Because the Tauros looks just like Tauros. This looks just fine. There's nothing to be seen on these little spots here. I just don't see it. For real though. For real though. Where the hell? Is it here?
Take that!
It is? The Gemini sculpture? Yes. While it may look like the Gemini sculpture at first glance, in reality, this is none other than Isaac Dover himself. This ice sculpture was the victim's body. But all I see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue.
Objection!
That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to conceal it. Conceal it? Which piece of evidence did Miss Hall use to conceal the body?
Take that!
This is the cloth that was covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace. This cloth, manipulates light with it. It's entirely possible to make something look like ice. Isn't that right, Delicia? Yessie! When it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice. That cloth would only emit light when it is attached to a special device.
Objection!
Judge Courtney, look closely at this picture one more time. It's right there. Beneath the Gemini case lies a box-shaped object attached to the pedestal. This is a rainbow light device. Detective Gumshoe reported one in the Winter Palace. This is a device that went missing 18 years ago. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case. Naturally, Miss Hall took the device with her when she moved the sculptures. By using the rainbow light device to make the fluorescent cloth glow, Mr. Dover's body was made to look like an ice sculpture. That's ridiculous! So then when Uncle Ray took a photo of the Winter Palace... That's right. The body had been in front of us all along, disguised as Gemini. However, the body and fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. If the ice sculpture was the body, we would have found it in the Winter Palace. If we had found it there, the trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it. Absurd. You say she threw the body into the fountain without any of us noticing? No, Judge Courtney. There was no need for that. She simply used the same method as before. Remember the lift trolley? Yeah. She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream to the fountain. Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. That's why the cloth floated up first. It was found by Delicia. Eventually, the body thawed out and floated to the surface. Monsieur Edgeworth, you truly have a gift for detective reasoning. However, do you have any proof that I moved the body? If you cannot prove that, then there is no way I could accept what you are saying. Is there anyone who saw Miss Hall move the body? Yes, I believe such a person exists. Answer lies in the evidence that person gave me. And that piece of evidence would reveal the truth of Miss Hall's actions. Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you able to prove the crime of Miss Curator? Certainly. I have evidence that will show exactly what she did. Then it's time we see your answer. Which piece of evidence reveals Miss Curator's actions? It'd be this one.
Take that!
Another sketch. Oh, it appears I have been drawn in this one. This is a sketch Larry drew of the woman at the fountain patio. I'd like to direct your attention to the service cart on the left side of the sketch. Service cart? What about it? Don't you see? What transpired 18 years ago has happened again. Miss Hall was moving the body in this sketch. No. Please, wait. I don't see Monsieur Dover's body anywhere in that drawing. All I did was hand out chocolates to everyone. The key detail to the sketch is the color of the tablecloth. Up until now, I thought Larry had just made a mistake. The tablecloth. It's light blue. It may be light blue in the sketch, but no blue tablecloths exist in this mansion. Perhaps it's light blue because the body was hidden, still glowing underneath the tablecloth. What? But that lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch. If she just placed the body in the lift trolley, we would notice it immediately. There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. If she put the body inside the block of ice, it would look like a service cart. That's... Miss Hall, you put the body in the block of ice and used the lift trolley to move it, didn't you? I never imagined you would be able to do so much from just a single sketch. But what if it was just a mistake, like you said before? It doesn't prove anything. I agree that alone the sketch is worthless. Once you remove the body, the service cart would revert back to a lift trolley. That's why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. And without the service cart, there would be no place for you to put your chocolates. The chocolates I gave everyone. Until then, the chocolates had sat on top of the service cart as you gave them away. But when you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket. Ah! Now that you mention it, they were a bit melted. But they were still really sweet and tasty. So why was it necessary to put them in your pocket halfway through? That's because once the body was disposed of, you no longer had a service cart. Hold it right there. If she put the chocolates in her pocket and left the lift trolley in the patio, then where did the tablecloth go? You have been forced to put the chocolates in her pocket. You wouldn't have time to dispose of the tablecloth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, can you answer that for me? The tablecloth wasn't hidden. It's right in front of us. Do clarify. The tablecloth used to hide the body. Where is it now? Either Miss Hall has it with her. It's inside the fountain. It wouldn't be that. Would it? I mean, it could. It's outside the patio. It's inside the fountain, I guess would make the most sense, right? Because of the other one. Damn it, no, it's not that. So it is her. God dang it. Why am I so good at this? God dang it. She had something that looked like a tablecloth wrapped around her waist. I see. That must be the key to exposing the truth of her actions. Yeah, seems so. Well then, it's time for Sha to tell us clearly. Use to hide the body. It's on her then. Isn't it obvious? Miss Hall is carrying it with her out in the open. Out in the open? Ah, you mean... Miss Hall, you are wearing the tablecloth around your waist. The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with a block of ice. We had to examine it. We would undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once. There's no need to examine tablecloth. It is just as you say. He stole the poison from Madame Delicia. Now he moved the body. I've done terrible things. Madame Delicia, I'm so sorry. 1 week ago, I took your Megatoxin X bottle. I slit it into that man's pocket to make it look like suicide. And if they suspected it was murder, the evidence would point to Madame Delicia. Catty! Kate, what were you thinking? Weren't you always trying to save Mr. Masters together? I could not let myself be arrested. Not until I had proven Monsieur Master's innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But I suppose it was too late to say that now. Kate, why? Why would you go this far? Even though Munzer shields have caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I have been a criminal. The IS-7 incident. Don't tell me that you were the true culprit. My greatest crime was stealing the Shogun sculptures for my own selfish reasons. When Monsieur Dover died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of the sculptures Monsieur Master so deeply loved. What if they melted before Monsieur Master returned? With that in mind, I couldn't let anyone touch them. Not even the police. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved into the mansion's freezer. However, they only wanted to preserve Monsieur Dover's art. They did not know his body was hidden among them. So she stole the sculptures without noticing the body? Oh. Monsieur Master would never take another person's life. But because of me, the body vanished, and Monsieur Master was found guilty. That kind man, he treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else, and yet... Fate. When Monsieur Master was found guilty, I was chased out of this mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion just a few days ago, but... when I saw the sculptures still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized that I was the one who hid Monsieur Dover's body. However, the statute of limitations had already expired. Therefore I could think of no other way to atone for my sins. It appears I have misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Master. What are you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth? There's one thing that has been bothering me this whole time. Why would Miss Hall plan a murder with such an uncertain method like poison gas? And the reason she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago confuse the two rooms. I wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish. She was trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence. In that case, Miss Hall's true objective was to make us find the body. No. She was trying to find the true culprit? Miss Hall! Were you trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you attracted those involved in the past incident. Only two people would have known where the body was hidden. You and the true culprit. The culprit would have panicked, knowing that the body would be displayed publicly. Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's the risk they erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, he might have even stolen the body. So how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring in the culprit? I see! That's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace. Yes, and then, Miss Hall, you must have thought, whomever opens the Pisces case, believing it to be the Gemini case, must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. What? But that means that person is the true culprit? Please wait a moment. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse the person of being a culprit behind the IS-7 incident? Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. If I make a formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. I announce the true killer of Isaac Dover. I mean, we have this. Used to heat something. You know, let's do it. What I should do is reveal the truth. In that case, there's no need to hesitate. Yes, that's correct, Judge Courtney. I indicate this person is the true culprit behind the IS-7 incident. Oh, bam! Dame Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. Gustius! Mr. Gustavia. Miss Hall. Didn't you believe that if you opened this gallery, the true culprit would come? That's why you set up the poison gas trap, is it not? You truly have it in mind. It's like your father. It's as you say, Monsieur Edgeworth. Now, would you please tell us the whole truth? Yes, I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set a trap in the gallery to find the true culprit. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At opening time, when I went around to unlock each room, I discovered that the Autumn Palace had been locked from the inside. I knew that the true culprit was on the other side of the door. My hand was trembling. All that was left was for the trap to do its work. When I heard Monsieur Gustavia was exposed to the poison gas, I realized he was the culprit. And I thought if the police discovered Monsieur Dover's body, it would prove Monsieur Monster's innocence. Why didn't you ever come talk to me? There might have been another way. I know that you did everything you could do for me over the past 18 years. However, all of this had been brought on by my own crime. That's why I wanted to say Monsieur Master as soon as possible. Hate. Not only that, the police hid the fact the body went missing 18 years ago. Even I reported the body, there was a chance that the truth would be hidden again. That's why I caused the incident in the museum's opening, with as many witnesses as possible. I'm sorry. Gregory, Mr. Master, even you. I couldn't protect anyone. Mr. Shields. It must be tough on him as well. The one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields. I'm terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, please get Monsieur Master's name. The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. However, to think that things would end this way. And of course! Ooh! I got so tripped up by that, y'all. I was so annoyed by it, but like, this was my expectation that they were trying to frame Kate as a murderer, and I was hoping not. But no, she's my sweet little Kate that does nothing wrong. She's done zero bad things in her life. I love her to death. And next time, y'all, it looks like we're gonna finally pin down the culprit for good. Just like a girl should pin down me. Till next time, everybody. Sayonara. Bye-bye.